Isn't that not lighting up?
All right, just let me head over to Facebook.
We'll start. Jason Mars. I wish I had the music of Super Mario. I might try and find it. Hang on.
We're about to go live now, I think.
Here you go. Can you hear that?
Yeah, you got it pumping. Rightio. Rightio. Welcome, punters. Stick around as Muzz waves his value magic to find some more value winners. Racing and sports is on fire. Now is the time to join with the weekend starter when you get access to all racing and sports each weekend. Sports from Thursday to Sunday, racing from Saturday and Sunday. Sports already in profit today. They got a clean sweep in the NBA. 12 units profit yesterday. Horses are off to a fly today with 2 from 2 at $4 and $5 respectively. So we're on fire. Let us know in the comments what you think. What's your best for the weekend or in the slipper? We'd like to know what you're having a bet on this weekend. Also, if you like Muzza giving his top 4 selections, give us some more feedback around that as well, because a lot of you punters have been liking the same race multis. And last but not least, we've still got a few tickets left for our K-Ing Rising signed and framed silks by the jockey Zach Purton. Make sure to head to our Facebook page to comment how many tickets you would like. There is only, I think there's about half of them left. So make sure to get in there as quick as possible and get as many as you can. Welcome, Muzza. How's everything up north? Good. That good.
What about us, eh?
I
The
know.
freebie tips, you've been killing them. I got the phone call, put it up, and mate, we got home. So I'm
Beautiful
doing the
start.
Super Mario dance. So as I said, guys, you've got to become members and you just got to get them. You're missing out. 3 of my dogs won on Tuesday, all 3 of them. So we had a good day. We're having a good week last week on the punt. So, mate, all in all, can't be sort of much happier. I mean, this week's another hard week. A lot of good horses in the races. Um, I did a quaddie. I put it up on the site. It's quite wide, but you don't have to go hard. It's just a bit of a fun quaddie, but there's some value in there. And there's, as you've seen in some of my tips, winning the cup and stuff like that. My horse, I call him tiramisu. He's not tiramisu, but he's won me enough money to buy a heap of tiramisu cakes, which is what I've got the big stomach for. And I just think it's going to be a good meeting. I've got a couple of small little tips there, but as Jay said, and you guys like my sort of roughies in there, and out of the 4s that we tip, usually there's one of them out of that would win the race, and it's pretty consistent. So, mate, it's all going well, and I took the bag off today. So chemo gone, so we're firing up. We've got a little bit of hair growing back up there. Fight, have a look at that. And mate, look, this little page that we do are a bit, out there because I feel that our energy and our honesty is what you want. I mean, I've sit there watching them with their bloody ties and bullshit hats and crap on there, and they tip $1.60 winners. Well, mate, I can do that with my eyes closed. But find a cup winner at $30 and find the stuff that we've been doing. And you've been amazing. Your free tips, yesterday, the other 2 times stiff, both short heads. So you can see that, it's working well. We're unorthodox when we go online. There's a couple of, I might slip a couple of words, so I hope I don't offend people, but that's just me, just vibrant, and I absolutely love this. I was made to do this. I've been doing this for 40 plus years and absolutely love it, especially like that today. Getting home as you've seen, she began well. She should have stayed on the fence, but she went back to third last with 97 wide, and we just got home. You don't want to see that every day of the week because my heart's going to go. But we got the chocolates. You guys hopefully followed Jason. Then I tipped at the end, so that's good. When the two of us get on, we hardly get beat. So it's been really good. So ready to go for this week. Hope we can find some value. As I said, there's a couple of nice races in there. I actually think my little tiramisu can go all right. But I think he's in race 2. But anyway, start us off, Chief. Let's go.
Righto, before we jump into it, lads, I just want to put out there, I'm going to keep doing free tips every day. All I ask for you is, I don't care if you join up or whatnot, but just give us a like, comment on the post, just show a bit of gratification for our hard work that we're giving you some free winners. Rightio. We'll kick it off at Caulfield, Muzz. Race 4, Alexandra Stakes. This is a race I'm definitely not having a bet in, but
there we are. We're for race 4. Are we going? We thought we'd do. Oh, okay. I got them all. It's okay. Yeah, go on. Race 4.
I think that's what I put. Did I do anything else?
No, mate. I've done them all. I'm a good boy.
That's studied. All right. Do you want to start off with race 1 and you can go through yours? I can just. Do you know what I mean? I can kick in.
Yeah, mate. If you want me to go through, I've got them here. So I'm just.
Yeah, rightio. Kick it off. Race 1, Muzz. Go for it.
Hang on, let me get on the thing so I got on my right page and we know what I'm not doing tomorrow, Saturday, Caulfield. Mate, I'll just do them nice and quick so we don't hold up till I get there. So in race 1, I've gone for 1, 6 and 3 in race 1 Caulfield, 1, 6 and 3. In race 2, I've gone a little bit wide in race 2. It's a pretty hard race. I've gone 2, 1, 5, 8, 9. So that's 2, 1, 5, 8, 9. Race 3, I've gone for 1, 3, 6 and 2. So 1, 3, 6 and 2 in race 3. So we'll go through race 1, 1, 6 and 3. Race 2, 2, 1, 5, 8 and 9. That's a real hard one, that one. Race 3, 1, 3, 6 and 2.
Beautiful.
So that's those. And now we start with race 4.
Okay, back on to race 4. It's a race I'm definitely not having a bet on. Alexandra Stakes, I've gone with Get a Good Feeling. It was a big win last start. Very short in the market here. Deserves to be favourite. Probably the danger first up is Strictly Business. Probably would have preferred a run on the belt, but yeah, Get a Good Feeling looks the winner. It's just very short.
What would you tip for 3? What would you think you'd put in number 3? Because at the moment, I've tipped 2 and 1, so we're exactly the same.
Yeah.
Go on, pick a third one. Come on, mate, pick a third one. I've got you under pressure now. Come on, Chief. We know you can do it.
It's a race I don't even want to look at.
I know, but come on, pick one for fun.
Rightio. Let me have a look. I'm just going to bring up the field game because I didn't even bother going any further. I just
See, guys, this is where the pressure goes on and we test the Chief. That's why I love this live. There's no bullshit attached. It's not recorded. No one knows what's going on. I love it. Come on, pick the third one. Let's see if we can get it, me and you.
All right, I'll go Classic Gem. Barrier 2. $6. It's the third favourite.
Oh, the 3. He was very close for me, but I went to 7. So I'm same as you, 2, 1 and 7, Just a Kick. And I think if Just a Kick gets his own way, I kind of like him to probably maybe knock him off at $23.
Well,
so I've gone 2 and 1. Look, the 2 favourites are going to be 1 and 2 hard to beat. But you know me, I always like something to disturb them. So I think Just a Kick is got the right credentials for that. It's a maiden, but it's been in a couple of nice races. So I think in that race he should be. I'm not saying he's going to beat the winners, but it's a nice bit of value at $23 in a small field. So anything happens in a small field. Away we go. Race number 5.
Righto, race 5. I'm with King Zephyr. $3.40. Runs well fresh. Drawn ideally to track the speed if he jumps well from barrier 1. Did run on well at Caulfield at the end of its last prep. So I'm going with that way. But I'm not having a bet in the race.
And I've tipped the same. I think he's the one to beat. Again, looking for value. I think the 4 and the 8 will fight that out. It's carrying 54 kilos with, a 3 kilo claim, the 8, the second horse, $2.30. It's one, it's two from two, barrier 7, it's just going to jump straight to the front. It's got no weight on it. So I can see it between 4 and 8. I really don't think anything else can and win that race, but I'll put the 9 and 1 in for a bit of value. So 4, 8, 9, 1 for me.
Rightio. Now we're off to race 6, the Don Casbolt Classic. Obviously, the shorty Point Barrow is the one to beat, but I'm looking for value. I've had a big opinion of this horse last prep. Motorsports, number 4. We tipped it when it won its last race last prep. I think this horse can improve on a firmer track, so it's only raced on wetter tracks, which we get here. Point Barrow, the one to beat. But from a value perspective, this horse looks overs and hopefully can show that turn of foot on a dry track and just hopefully run over the top at $20 or whatever it is, $18 or something. $17
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, look, I'm with you on that. I just think it's a hard race.
It
I've
is.
turned it all upside down in race 6. I've gone for number 12.
Oh, yeah,
Bassett Bay. It's coming out of barrier 1. I know it's up in grade, but if you look at it, it's a horse that's got promise.
yeah.
$5 barrier 1. It's going to get the right ticks everywhere you go and whatever it does. I've sort of gone for the 1 to run second. Again, looking for value. Point Barrow is in there only because I think definitely the 1 to beat. And I've got a roughie in there, the 8. It's the same. It's got great form, 3-1-2-2-1. Only carrying 56 kilos. It's done nothing wrong. Jockey 2 for 2, 1,200 metres, 6 starts 4 times in the money. And it's $27. So,
Yeah.
I've got 12-1-2 and 2 roughies, 8 and 11 in there, which for those playing the same race multis, I think that's not a bad go. And look, fundamental nature number 7. What's he done wrong? You know what I mean? Like he's had 3 starts for 2 wins, on a third. Both times won. Now Allen's been on him, and that's another good combination because mate, the race, the whole meeting is just vibrant with all new horses coming through. So yeah, 12-1-2, 8 and 11 for me in that.
Rightio. On to race 7. The Sunline Stakes. Rightio. This is probably a treasure of the moment race. I didn't look into this race too much. I wasn't too keen on it, but treasure of the moment should win. Should get a good run right behind the speed. Astral Flame for a place bet or small each way. May give some cheek out in front at odds. Big win last start. So it's up in grade, but
Yeah,
good place, do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, it's a funny race. I've again turned it tip side down. I've tipped Damask Rose number 2. I've
yep.
gone for it. Got better sort of times. Look, clearly, treasure of the moment on song, right barrier, class horse. We don't want him to get beat, but for us as punters, we do. We want value. I've gone 2, 8, 5, and 1 in that race. So I put him for 4th. I just think there's a couple of other horses in there, down. And I just, the thing that Price has got with Zara on it, he's done nothing wrong. Zara on it. So, there's a couple of good things in there. Look, I'd like Treasure at the moment to win. Good horse, but, for us as punters, 2, 8, 5, and 1, let's see if we can beat it.
Treasure of the moment's only got 57 on its back too, same as all the rest of them. I just can't, yeah. But
no, look, I can't see it getting beat. You know what I mean?
Up
Definitely class
3
horse.
Wins, four starts, 3 wins, second up. But yeah.
You can't knock it, but I want to knock it. I want to get it beat.
You want the value.
I want the Muzzer value. Yeah.
That's it.
Look, if you do the same race multi, top 4 and put him, top 2, top 3, I don't think you're going to do any harm. Or do what I always do in safeness. We just take the whole lot, top 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. You're getting less value, but you're guaranteed that you're not going to, get beat with those selections. If it's a top 6, I think in there, just let me have a look. Top 5. You know what I mean? So you can pick those and pick an order. I mean, I do them top 5. Some might I think he'll run top 2 or put him in his top 2. That's up to you guys what you do. But I can see it hopefully coming from those sets of numbers there.
Yeah.
A winner out of that if he gets beat. All right, on to race 8.
Race 8. I think it's Jimmy's race. Jimmy Star, $2.30. Jimmy, drawn barrier one, sit right behind a hot tempo set by Jigsaw and Barrakiel. I know Jigsaw has been running the legs off him of late, but I think this class Group 1 is just a little bit harder than the class Group 1 of the New Zealand horses. Have something small on Charmstone each way. One well first up, last prep, drawn ideally and should be strong late. I can see that horse running into a place at decent odds.
Yeah, look, he's definitely class above them.
Yeah.
And if he's on song, which he will, he's got the right barrier, ticks every single box for me. I don't think Zara's rode him, so it's a little bit of a funny thing for me. But he's been to Caulfield 6 times, for 5 wins, and made clearly the horse above him won the beat. Jigsaw's the one that's grown a leg in the last few months. So definitely the dangers. And then for my value bets, I've gone for the 8, which is Magic Time. It's got amazing first form, 7 starts, 4 wins. It's 1-5 at the distance, 2 there, $15. It shouldn't be $15. I don't think it can beat either of them two, but I'm sure it could run a place. And I've gone for Tropicus, one of the Freedman boys, bit harder, up in grade, but it's done nothing wrong. It's been at the track 6 times for 5 times in the money. And Jamie's on it, Jamie. So barrier 2, I think it probably gets up there with him. And, should be good value again, top 5. So 1, 2, 8, 7.
Nice. Also, I just want to touch on this race too. It's that open. Even Benedetta, barrier 4, $21, $5 a place. Ran 1.5 lengths off 10 tires, 2 starts back as well. Should be at peak fitness now, third up. So it's dropping. It's been racing against the quality horses. I think that can run a drum too.
Yeah, see, and that's
just keep going.
the beauty of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just got to look for some value. And like you said, that's what I do. I look at horses, what they started, what the weight, the track, the distance, the times they ran, and I put them all in that same race, and then it spits out the results. So it tells you what, where, who, and how. It's a great program. It takes the world out of it. But again, it's statistics. So, it takes the rain and everything, but it doesn't take out that thing we all love with jockeys, stupidity.
You should add that filter. Surely you can add that.
I tell you guys, you really got to join. The ones that aren't joining, you've got no idea what you're missing out on in the banter channels. Some of those guys in there, mate, I just get online sometimes and just listen to them and watch them with the banter that they do. It's just incredible. When we get beat, geez, they get filthy, don't they? Eh?
Yeah, I know.
How'd the poor jockeys go yesterday? I'll tell you what, half of them should be dead with all the blokes commented yesterday with those jockeys. It's great. You're missing out on, and that's the beautiful thing about what I love about here with you, Jace. The members that are on here are all great. We all look after each other. We all chat. No one's an idiot. No one's rude. We're all fun. We all get excited when we win. We all do the bangs. We all do the muzzers. We all do the booms. We all do, and it's a great feeling. So, you know what I mean? It's great to get your free tips. But you're missing out on that. And like the free tips, I don't do a lot of free tips. I'm only doing some free tips but I get stuff like today, for instance, as Jace would tell you, and you would all see, I tipped it 5 minutes before then. I don't even look what Jason tips, and then Jason's put, I've tipped it already. Well, great. And there we go. The result was there. Bang, we got the money. Jace got $5, I got $4. They backed in the 320. So that was on. I didn't do that one on the private channel, on the free channel. I did it on the chat channel because that's where everyone's at. So that's another reason, guys, to get on there. You know what I mean? You're missing out on so much good stuff out there. I tipped 3 the other day.
Perfect start today. Perfect start today. All NBA have won. So we're primed for a good sports night tonight. All horses have won so far. So let's carry that into the weekend.
And I think I tipped the freebie today. I tipped one at the Q1, the Greyhounds. I'm pretty sure I tipped that today. But if I haven't, the Q1 today, race 12, number 5, Cheyenne Mickey. He's the little brother to my 3. My 3 all won Tuesday. This dog is the best out of the whole lot. Really? He trialled amazingly during the week, and I think they may have niggled the injury that they had out of him. And if he has in there, I still think he's $12. He's worth, don't go crazy and silly because Box five's still a hard box to win out of there, but he's just brilliant out the box. If he jumps to the front, they won't beat him, and he's $16. So all you need is just a 1 or 2 units each way, and you're way in front again. Once that gets up, join, become a member. We'll get going, and that's what we want to see. More members on here so we can have some more fun. Anyway, what are we up to? The last, lucky last. Get out stakes, they say.
Yep, race 9, number 1.
Oh, no, race 9.
Hey?
We've done race 9, haven't we?
No, that was race 8, Jimmy. Now we're on to race 9.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. It's not the last race. Second last. Fire away, Sheefy.
Race 9, number 1, Planet Red, $1.90. Short, but big run last start from the rear. Will settle midfield and should be storming home late. Short should be winning.
Correct. He's the one to beat, but I think we've got one there. It's a sneaky one. And Dad and Dave, a New Zealand horse that May's got in. Right barrier. He's got the right fucking set. And, I just think $23 is ridiculous. Opened up at $15. You know what I mean? I just think $23 is silly. I don't think it can beat. Definitely don't think it can beat Planet Red. But I've gone 1, 4, 3, and 9 at a bit of value in there. But the 3's $27, and the 9's $5.50. Again, last 3 starts, 3 wins for this thing, and it's I just think this horse is another one that's underrated. But it came from just horrible. There's absolutely no way. You watch the replay, you would think this horse would have won its last start, and it just amazingly did. So I've just chucked him in there as a 4th place. So 1, 4, 3, and 9 for me in the second last.
Beautiful. Race 10, I haven't got a tip. Muzzer, you've got something for race 10, have you?
Yeah, race. I got this bloke sent me this message today, and I don't know why, but he reckons that this thing is not going to get beat, which is called Water Sports, number 8. It's absolutely flying at home. It's doing everything well. On my rate sheet, it rates off its tits. It's really like 100%. The next one's 70%. So I've tipped the 8 on top, and in another hard race, the 5 Porter. I've got him for second. I've got another roughie in here. I don't know why I put it in, but it's the figures, and he's won his last 5, and it's a company horse, but he's not very good over 1,400. I like companies over the 18, 2,000, the big. But the mail on this horse is really, really good, and he's $20. And there's nothing wrong with him. He's won his last 5. You know what I mean? So I've got 8, 5, 10, and 9 for a bit of value. And don't be, surprised if one of those. But Water Sports, he just absolutely just kept declaring it and said just will not get beat. But I've heard them things before. But anyway, that's lucky last week and get a good result in that. 8, 5, 10, and 9.
Beautiful. Now we head up to Sydney, Rose Hill. I've got nothing for race 1. Muzzer, what do you got for race 1?
I don't think I did race 1 there. I left it out.
All right, beautiful.
Because you know me, mate. I don't do those tabloid horrible
things.
I
probably should have looked at them. I don't mind them. Rightio.
Yeah, you like them. You're the expert in that, mate.
We'll go to race 2 then.
Oh, no, that's the wrong race. Wrong race. Here we go. Race 2. They're on the right race now, mate. Too much going on here with me old cheat sheets and everything.
Yeah, got it all there.
Got it all here, mate.
With number 1, Cam Paldino, $4.60, solid win last start. Expect this horse to be strong late again. Clark retaining the ride adds confidence. What's your thoughts on that race?
Look, I definitely think it's the beat, but my horse is in there, and I've got to stick with him. My Tiramisu, number 9, $23. Look, race was run wrong in Tassie. Just this trip, I just think he likes the trip. He's got barrier 9. They put Chad Schofield on him. I wanted a bit different. The boys have been telling me that he was a little bit niggly when he went over there, and I've got to have him in there. I've got to have him to beat the favourite. But I just think, the 1's the one to beat, definitely in that race. I put the 5 in there for third, and the 8. Where's the 8? Has it been scratched? No. I really like the 8. I think if I was going to have a bet, I'd just do 9-1. It's going to come out of 9-1-8-9, 1, 8, and 9. I think the winner will come out of those three, and the five's a bit of value. I think this thing with Williams on it, the 8, yeah, he's a little sneak, mate, and he's on it, and I just don't like him on the horse. And it's coming out of barrier 1. It hasn't got good early speed, so that might be its outdoing. It could be the one that, but if you can get him up sitting, behind the leader, I just think that one, it's just knocking on the door. And yeah, anyway, I put him in for 4. So I've got 9-1, 5, and 8 in that.
Beautiful. Rightio. Now race 3, which is what's race 3? Race 3, Epona Stakes Group 3. I've gone with number 7, Polymnia, $8.50. Ran on well last start, the place behind Panito. Looking for value, and this horse can run a big race at the odds. Panito obviously is the one to beat. Looked really good last start, but shopping around. Sure thoughts on that race?
Yeah, same. Look, and you've got to look at it. 1900, it's gone barrier 14, so it's not really going to, matter much to him. I've gone the other way. I've gone with a horse called Quietness, number 5. I think they're going to get a shock with this weight because he's coming in at lightweight. Tommy Berry on it, decent barrier. Tommy's, it's had 18 starts, been in the money 15 times. Its second up form is 3 starts for a win, second and a third. So it's done nothing wrong, and it's at 650. So I've gone 5, 1, 8, and 2
Nice.
in that race.
Rightio. Now we're off to race 4.
Race 4.
Another
horrible race, I think. Yeah, another horrible race.
Yeah, some tough ones, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But
I don't think
we're all going to stick with the same one, aren't we?
I'm with Beedman here, I think.
Ooh, are you?
Solid win. I liked its win last start. Has to overcome the draw. Looks to have class on his side, along with the inform James McDonald in the saddle. But I'm definitely not racing. I'm not tipping. I'm not tipping or betting in this race. There won't be any tips from me tomorrow on this.
Look, this one, it was a hard race. I think only reason you'd probably go for Beedman is he's had his one start from a spell and a win.
Yeah.
My only thing with him is where's he going to be out of barrier 15? What speed is he going to have to use to get the back forward? And in a field like that, which is a very, very big field, I can see problems and dangers for him, which is why I went for my good old Skyhooks. I think tomorrow, barrier 3, you know what I mean? He's done everything right. 2 starts from spells for a first and a third. He's been at Rosehill 5 times, 3 wins, 1,200 3 times in there. He's got the right form, but coming back from a spell is always the hardest. Tim Clark jumps on board. It's at $3.30. So I got 2, 3. Where are we? 2, 3, 6, and then I've got a circle around one of them, which Cafe Florian, which is number 9.
Cafe
Now, this horse has gone around 5 times in the money, 4 times. Yeah. Jason Collis been on it 3 times. He's only had one start for 1,201, and he's $12. So I've just chucked him in for a bit of value in that race. So number 9 in there for 4th at Rosehill.
Yeah, I tipped him first up last start, but he just it's too flat for me. But he might be better up second up, maybe.
Well, I don't know. There's no. I don't
got the form on him for second rise, up, I think, because he's been racing midweekers. He's been killing them in the midweekers, and then
yeah. Well, one thing they say about there is don't sack.
Yeah, it's true.
So I love some of the comments that they guys put on there. But anyway, as I say, I don't think he can go anywhere near them, up in class and everything. But he's done everything right, and he's was flat last start. But I just think, we just got to chuck him in there because it's just good value, and it's a horrible race. So anything can do anything in that race, I think. Same with the next race 5 is a horrible race.
Yeah, I know. Right, yeah, the Rambit Stakes, Aliana, $1.60 a race. I'm steering clear of, but you can't knock the current form of this horse. Hard to beat. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, the one to beat. The ones to Julius, and in a small field, I've chucked in a real big spastic here. Number 6, Alliance Sands, whatever you call it. Mate, she's a shark, that Waterhouse and Bott. She always pulls something in big races like this. And I think this is the horse that can actually do it. It's had 4 starts, second up, 3 times in the money. 1 start Rose Hill, 1 win, 4 starts, 3 times in the money, and it's $46 in a small field. And it will lead. It will lead on its ear, this thing. It will just be sitting in there. So if it runs, and there's no pressure on it, I don't know.
Well, if Aliana does what it did last start, nearly beat Autumn Glow, I just
it's mate. Look, it's a small field, and it's definitely, the 1 and 4 are the ones to beat. But mate, there's 4 in the race, I think, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 horses in the race. So it's it's over 2,000 metres. So in these races, I found, and you'll agree, tactics is what wins these races when they're small fields. There's horses that you don't know normally would sit at the back. Sometimes they go to the front and they sit there, and then they get to the 800, they start pushing off the 800 into the 600, 400, they get away because they've been running the slow speed. They can't catch them, and clearly they can run the 2,000 or the 2,400, so you just don't catch them. So this is a very tactical race where I think it will definitely lead. I don't think there's anything in there that will probably take it on. Lindemann, it goes out too. I don't think Sir Julius has the speed, and definitely Aliana hasn't got the speed. So the speed's going to come from the 2 horses, from Lindemann and it. So Lindemann's got the 2, the 3. She's got the 4. So those 2 will be up in front, definitely. Yeah. So if they, again, tactics. So if they go hard, then you've got, Sir Julius and all the others that'll come back. So it's a really complicated race for 5 horses in there. You know what I mean? So, but be very wary, because that's a very, very funny race. But yeah, definitely, I just don't think she'll get beat. And I think Sir Julius will run up there. But who knows? We'll know sooner or later. And I hope it's me, because I'm going to back against those. I'm actually going to go, the 6 and, the 3. There's nothing wrong with Trinity College either, $18. So, it's a hard race for a small field. So,
right, this next race is very intriguing. I want to know who's going to win out of the 2 favourites. Race 6, no tip from me. Looks as though the top 2 will find out. Muzz, what do you like in the Guineas? I'm leaving that up to you.
Yeah, I'm the same, mate. The top 2, definitely, they're the 2 that will go head to head for a while, and I think it'll come out of there. But I've thrown in there a moody one, Victorious Spirit, number 5, only lightly raced. I just think the distance coming up to 2,000 will really suit this horse from its pattern that it's been running. Yeah. So that's one in there for me, and I've thrown in Green Spaces, because I like me Mr. Baker. He always comes good. And I just think the same for this horse, you know what I mean? He's run the last 200 the fastest at Randwick Skiddies, you know what I mean? And I just think that again, for him, the rise to 2,000, looking at that, is not a bad thing, and it's $14. So, 1, 2, definitely 5 and 4 for your multi.
On your system, your computer system, who is rated higher out of Observer and Autumn Boy?
Observer.
Okay.
The top weight.
Yep. Right.
I think it was 98, 100, and the other one was 98 or 99. It wasn't much in there between those 2.
Okay. Rightio. Now we're off to the George Ryder Stakes in race 7. Autumn Glow, $1.30 wins, I guess. Muzz, or any value for same race multis or anything?
Yeah. What do we got? What are we there? Race 7?
7. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I've gone. You're gonna love this. My little old mate Hayes, he's got one in there, and it's race 3, Evaporate. Now I've got him as my black booker. I've got him in there. You've got to throw him in your multi. I've got Yorkshire. It's. I mean, you cannot knock this horse. Guys, do yourself a favour and have a look at this when we get off the site. Right, this horse, number 5, Yorkshire, right, has had 12 starts. Right. He's had 11 times in the money out of 12, right? He's second up is 2 wins and a third. He's had 2 hits at Rosehill for 2. He's had 2 1500s for 2, track and distance for 2. Right? They've got Dylan Gibbons on, and he's 51 freaking dollars. Like, he's a 97% rater in that race, and he's barrier 11. So he's got the speed to go forward, which I think he will. And you have to throw that horse in. He's a top 6. You just got to top him in top 6. It's $2.50. I mean, that's stealing money. $51. I don't think he's going to beat the favourites, but you just never know in that. He's got some abundance of speed. And how can you knock his form? Like, I just, you know what I mean? He's been out of the money twice, but he's run fourth and fifth. Like, it's great. I mean, you'd love to own a horse like that. It's 2 on 2, 2 on 2, 2 on 2, and 8 out of 12. And he's $51. So
Even
throw him in
even
there.
Peri-
Great value, guys. Throw him in there, definitely.
even Pericles at 16 to 1 after last start's Group 1 win too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I know.
that's
So you
amazing
can,
too.
and when they're in a race, I don't give a shit about what they say. Well, you saw the other week there, $101. They don't know they're $101. They don't know they're 58 kilos. They just go there and race. So, as I said, my program's great. It does every single thing. It even tells you track. It even tells you jockey and trainer combination, what percentages they ride for each other. It's actually an amazing system that we've got. And it has won me. If their races are run accordingly to the day, the track, the conditions, and jockeys, we've always had good success with those numbers. So let's see how we go this week. We don't want to blow too many whistles and do nothing.
Nah. Well, this is a tough one now.
Where are you, mate?
Uh, this is a slipper.
No, that's not tough, mate. My horse will win this.
Rightio. I've gone with some big value here. Race 8, number 8, Music Time. Going with the value. We'll settle on the speed and set a genuine tempo. Could take catching at $41. Even if it places, I'll be happy to take the $10 or whatever it was. Yeah, so it's a very open race. There's like 20 runners in it. What do you think, Muzz?
I'm going to chuck that in now that you've told me. Oh, mate, my horse won't get beaten that race. So there you
Guess
go, guys. I'm making a prediction. I'm even going against my old Bjorn. So I tipped him last week. I said he would win after that disappointment, and he did as well. But guest house for me, mate. I just think tomorrow is his day. Very,
yeah.
very unlucky in the Blue Diamond. Should have won it. And I think tomorrow, with a bit of luck, Zach on him, he's riding good. It's only this bad luck that'll beat this horse, I think. So I've gone 3 as a special, 5, 2, 4, and now I'm going to chuck his in because in that race is a top 8. So that's great value. So I'm going to take in no order, but 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 as top 8, and I don't care where they finish. And let me see how much that will bring us back if they can give it to us. So we're going to go 2, 3. We'll do it right now and see how we go. 2, 3, 4. Looking good. 5 and 8. Now, guys, that is sickening because if you do them in the top 8, you're getting $43.50 return.
God.
That's absolutely madness. You know what I mean? 1, 2 units. We're all here for fun. You know what I mean? And mate, we roll the dice. You know what I mean? Like, just that's great value. That's absolutely great value. Actually, while it's there, I don't know if you can put it on today. Yeah. Oh, and I can get a boost. So what I've done, because I'm a lunatic, I've had $200 on that, and I boosted it to $51 with a return of 10,200.
God.
So if you can see that,
Yeah, that'll be nice.
we're on 10,200. So
Beautiful.
we put our money where our mouths are on this bloody chasing guy. So I just think that's ridiculous, some of the prices in there. So let's see how we roll. If we do, like I said to a mate of mine, you owe me a happy meal.
Right.
Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. All right, back into it. Where are
Beautiful.
we, brother?
Right, yeah, we're on to the Kia Ora Galaxy Race 9.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
gone with number 12, Enriched, $12 a win. A race I won't be playing in, but this horse ran on well last start, dropping to 50 kilograms, and Williams in the saddle. Looks a value chance at odds.
Yeah, what number was that?
Number 8. Sorry, wait, number 12.
Yeah, race 9. Yeah, I've left him. That's a hard race. That's probably one of the hardest races. I think I got him in my trifecta though. Hang on, let me have a look. I think I got him in my quaddy on him. What race is that?
Race 9.
Oh no, I've left him out. I've got half the field in that and I left yours out. Look, I've gone 1, 3, 5, and 2 in that race. It's a horrible race, but then I've also got 4 and 9 in there for my multi. So it's a horrible. And now Jace is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, and 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 12 for our homemade money. You'd think the winner's going to come out of somewhere there, or top three's kind of come out of there. But that's another hard race. But I just think Baristas just, if you can overcome the barrier, I just think that it's just too small for them in that field. I just think it's the better horse, but just the Warrior 1100 coming out of barrier 14. It's got no speed. Where's it going to sit? 20 weeks off, and question marks are question marks, but it absolutely done an amazing super duper trial. I'll have a look at the trial. Jace, you're a trial man on that. That's what got me to think that it's ready for this race. But my barrier is the issue. But yeah, I've gone 1, 3, 5 with a little circle on it, 2, 4, and 9, and Jason's 12. That's a funny one. That one's a big race.
Mm.
All right. Lucky last, mate.
Last race 10. Another race I'm not betting into. Number 10, I've gone with in Karuna, $2.20. Just missed last start. Drawn well here and should be winning.
Yeah, my boys say it's the best bet of the card. That one there. It's a funny race. I've gone 10 to win from 3, Catch the Glory, 5, Within the Law, big odds, and I've circled some other horses in this because it's again a funny race with a top 8. A big watch on the 16. It came up with really, really good numbers, and that's another one of Bjorn Baker's horses. There's another one in there we got a watch too with a big circle on it, which was number 3. What's its name? Oh, that's the one, Catch the Glory, yeah. And 17. One of the boys said, don't leave it out. It's going well, and it's $17. Eagle Express. And it's got good form there too. And our little mate's on top, Craig Williams, so he can do anything. That's a real hard race. And mate, look, you know me, Jace, I don't do quaddies, but because it's a good meeting, I decided to chuck a quaddie on. But it's ridiculous because in the first leg, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 horses in the first leg, 2, 4, 6, 7 in the third leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the third leg, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the fourth leg. God. I mean, it's mental, you know what I mean? But I wanted to have a bit of fun because I haven't done a quaddie. The last time we did one was a year ago or something with us, and some smart ass sent me that. My team. Very disappointing, but anyway, he sent me that. So the other day again, I've been getting gifts, sending me gifts. They all know Barry for the Bombers, and I normally don't hand out my PO box, but it's not then. They have a bit of fun and they put their addresses on, and I send them a little, because I collect bits and pieces and stuff and send people back stuff, and it's been fun. It's just been a bit of banter and stuff, and they send the caps like the other day. We got that sent to me. I think I've worn that once before, but it's funny because I didn't show the boys the notes. So in the note, it's great because they did it like it was a mystery thing. It's like a kid wrote it. And it says, "Go Mini Trump, love your energy and your tips." So that's anonymous. That was sent. It's great. Look, to me, that means people are enjoying what we're doing, having a bit of fun, and that's what this is all about, So now an Eagle Farm, I got one at Eagle Farm race 2 called Make a Call, and Ascot race 9, Eccentric Nature, I think it is. Yeah, Eccentric Nature race 9, Eccentric Nature, and Eagle Farm race 2, Make a Call. And the numbers there in the quaddy, I think I listed them on the free channel, but it's just one of those silly things that I've done, and that's really about it. I think we're going to have a good day. I'm really, really happy with some of those. I really think I could win the slipper. There's some good ones in there. I think Tiramisu will run a cheeky race. So there's some value there. And, that race there that we took that multi in, I mean, they're the best horses. They're all a high 98s and 97s, and the rest were in the 80s. So those horses there are all in the top, 90-ish. So you would think, and you don't have to have 8, you can just cut it to 4. You don't have to have all of them in there. You know what I mean? You can have 3 of them in there or put your own, So, mate, it is what it is. But I'm very confident. Actually, I've been pretty confident about this weekend. And hopefully our Cheyenne Mickey wins. I got him at $36. So I hope that wins for us tonight. And Jace, you're on fire today. And we got the first and you got yesterday. And, mate, it's been a good week. It's been a good week. I think it's been a really good week. So
very
that's
good.
it from down here. We've got no rain here on the coast, so it's good. As Jay said, we got, I think, 51 tickets are sold in there, so there's 49 to go. I've got a couple of people that just bought tickets, they don't want it. I've got someone that actually wants to buy it, so if you win it and you don't want it, we can sell it for you. But it's just great. A portion of that goes to the children's ward here at the cancer. I don't donate, and I didn't say anything because I don't want you to think it's just about me and stuff like that. It's not. It's just about giving back to the community, and suffering from it myself has made me realise more how important it is to try and get a cure for it from our mothers' mothers and our children's children, and to go into the children's hospital and see them. It breaks my heart. I come out of there crying, and it's a horrible thing to see. For me, it's fine, mate. Look, if I died tomorrow, I'm 64. I've had a great life. But kids, so what I do is the portion that I get from here, I go out and buy colouring books and hats and dolls and shit and buckets full. And I take it in there and get photos. And again, I take the photos only to show you guys that that's what we do with the money. We're genuine. It doesn't all come into our pocket. It's a lot of costing involved, the framing it, freighting it, the photos, the pieces in there. There's not much there. And then kindly Jace, is donating quite amount of portions out of that to go to there. It's just a bit of fun thing for us and a bit of that. So thanks, Jason. Thanks to everyone there. So support it. It is a good cause. I know it's $50, but hopefully one of our tips will get you up there and some of the free ones that you've been on. And that's another good way. But the most important thing is join up. Seriously, you think we're having fun here? You got to see stuff. And mate, look, I get on because I don't sleep. So the other week, someone was on, there's 3 of us on, and I picked 2, I don't know, Suffolk or some other place, an $8 greyhound and a $6 greyhound. Next day, a $3.90, same race. So we've been doing all right, and mate, they're on the live chat. So that's another thing that, as I say, is important. So, and I know Jace will do a deal for the 12 months. So support it, get on forward, and again, hope to see you all next week with lots of money. And that's about it for me here, mate. So you can sign off, and away we go.
Rightio, punters. Thanks for joining us. Remember, if you want to get involved, now is the time. Jump on our website and join the weekend starter. $20 for all weekend, or if you want to do a plan like Muzz said for like a year, use the code Lucky. I'll reactivate it now in caps lock, and you'll get half price off your deal. Good luck for the weekend,
and I'll get all your money back. I will get all your money back. Well, we nearly did with the tips we've already put on there.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Get on.
Thanks, punters. Thanks, Muzzer.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe and happy punting. See you, Jace.
See you, mate.
Bye.